Train the muscles, not the joints. So welcome back to Natural Gallant Bodybuilding. And today I thought I'd make a video based on some of the videos I made before. Okay, now the reason why I'm doing this is because every single time I make a video, I know most of you guys are really great, okay? So just bear with me here. There's always one person that takes something I said, flips it around, misunderstands it, and then makes it into a big pissing contest in the comments. And they're like, yeah, you said this, and then they get mad because they're so heavily identified with one technique that works for them. When the whole basis of this channel is saying, do what works for you. I'm not telling you to do something different than what works for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so understand this, guys. Like, if something I say contradicts what you're doing, but you're finding out what you're doing is working for you, I'm saying that's actually what I'm saying. I'm sharing what works for me, and I'm also open to what works for you. I'm not here to condemn you like a lot of channels out there and say, my way is the only way, okay? I know I say this over and over again, but it just seems like, I don't know why, there's this insanity right now on the internet where people are so scared. They're so scared that somebody else can get results doing something differently than they did. It's almost like they're afraid. It's like they're scared little children or something. So come on. I mean, let's be grown-ups here. Let's be mature and understand that there's more than one way to accomplish a goal. And depending on your factors and your genetics and all these things that are going on with you and your own individuality, your own DNA, and all the rest of it, and all the other factors that play a role in you making gains in bodybuilding, you know, we have to take these into account, and I fully embrace the fact that you are an individual and there may be some subtle differences or drastic differences between you and me and in what is working for you. So the only thing I'm doing with this channel is to help you find that. That's it, okay? That's it. So if any of you guys are getting pissed off at me because something I'm doing is different than what you're doing and I'm getting results, don't be mad at me for it. It's just that I'm built differently than you, or perhaps there's something else going on that you have not yet recognized, and that's why I'm getting results from my technique. You know, that there might be something different about the way my nerves fire, the way my mind connects to the muscles, something. But the fact is that I'm saying there's something to be learned here from what is causing results in different people. And some people get results from doing things differently than another person, but it doesn't mean one or the other is wrong. It just means that each person has different factors in play, okay? So that said, somebody made a comment yesterday saying I'm totally wrong about the trap video and he got results from shrugs and all this kind of shit. And the bottom line is I'm saying, yes, you can do shrugs and shrugs can give you results, but they didn't give me results. That's what I said. And the fact is that I find a lot of people do shrugs, but they might not need to if they're training back properly, because they will get a lot of trap involvement from that. That's what I'm saying. Now, that said, whenever you're doing deadlifts or whenever you're doing power cleans and you're pulling and your shoulder gets yanked down, you know, especially like eccentrically really fast, there is going to be a tearing of the muscle fibers of the trap, and there will be some muscle growth in the trap that happens from that. Okay, so I'm not saying that deadlifts don't cause that, but really the deadlift fact supports what I'm saying. When you train back and you know that the shoulder's forward and the shoulder's back, it really plays a big role in developing traps. I'm really saying that deadlifts would work traps. I'm really saying that deadlifts would help. I'm just saying shrugs themselves just by sitting here like this, that's different than you actually doing a deadlift on the floor, first of all. Second of all, yes, some people can get results in their traps from doing this. Yes, and I'm open to that. I'm not saying you can't. Once again, I'm just saying, why not learn how to train back too, so you also stimulate the traps through your back training. You stimulate the entire back, the traps, the rhomboids, and the lats, okay? So I'm never saying not to do something. I'm saying conduct your own experiments. Find out what's working for you. So no need to witch hunt me here. My first priority is connecting to you guys and having some sort of relationship. That's my first priority, and I know most of you are just unbelievably awesome. Like, it's been great, and it's been a blessing having you guys here and talking to you. But a couple of you out there, I think you're looking at me like some of the other YouTubers. It's almost like they're trying to start fitness cults. I'm not trying to start a cult here. I'm trying to say that you're already free to be yourself and to find out what works for you. That's really the opposite of a cult. So if you want to join a cult, go ahead. But I'm not going to join the cult with you. Although I'm more than happy, if the cult is working for you, I'm more than happy to cheer you on as you go about your cult day and say, you know, I believe in this or I believe in that. Whatever works for you, that's the right thing, okay? So, I hope this explains a little bit about what my channel's about. I'm going to try the Jedi mind trick here. I'm not your enemy. I'm not your enemy, right? Because some people out there, they think that if you have a different experience of life because of different factors, You know, it's just like me growing up in a different country than another person, automatically think I'm an enemy because I've had different experiences of how I go about my day. It's the same thing in the gym. You know, we're born in different countries, really. Our bodies are different. We have different DNA, different genes, different backgrounds and ancestral sort of things going on. And that said, there will be different types of stimulus that will play a bigger factor for one person or another person in what makes them grow. So let go of the hate. You know, you don't have to be Darth Vader. We're not in Star Wars here, right? So remember the dark side. The dark side is not going to get you more muscle mass. You know, anger and all this. It's not going to do it. Just find out what works and do that, right? But opinions don't grow muscle mass. Anger doesn't grow muscle mass, although you can have some intensity from time to time if you know how to direct it. But anger towards me is not going to get you any bigger, stronger, or leaner. And at the same time, wasting all your mental energy on fighting on the internet is kind of a waste too, right? So most of you guys are pretty mature that watch this channel, but for those of you that are just wasting time arguing with everybody, there's no point, you know? We got to give up the hate, you know what I mean? There's no reason to hate. If you're running around hating one person has a different opinion than you, but 10 years from now, you might find out that their opinion was valid. So what's the point of hating each other based on that? You don't learn anything from that. So I'm not saying everybody has to learn from me, but what I am saying is that you have to learn from your own experience and not disregard that, not just push that aside because it doesn't go in alignment with your thinking or what you've been taught. What if what you've been taught isn't true? What if the research studies and things that you've looked up and read about, what if they're not complete? What if there's factors that are left out and you're running your life based on that? You have to run your life based on your own experience and what is working for you. And I'm here just to say, run with that, you know, test it out, see what's going on and blend the two, you know, blend the information with your experience and see where the middle ground is in that and see how it helps you, right? So I hope this helps you out in your training, and I hope you have a big, muscular, massive pump day, and take care for now. There you go, train the muscles up joints. Guaranteed to make your back bigger. Guaranteed.